Kuzzam Pola. Namaste, good morning to all online respected viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online yoga workshop, Embassy of India, Timpu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchuk Culture Center yoga teacher. I am KV SSN Murthy here. My sincere prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. So, coming to the today's recitation of salutations, in fact today also we have a good row of exercises. So standing, balancing practices, as well as next one is Virabhadrasana, yesterday's practices, once review. Then after that special practices, Murdhasan, and lots of things also happening today. So even though if you want to do today's schedule as your regular schedule, so you can copy the schedule also. So coming to the practices, take a long deep inhalation and lift your both the arms up above to the head, called Kailasha Mudra. Then very slowly bring your Kailash Mudra down at your chest level, Anahata Pranamasana. ॐ हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषन् अपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये ॐ ह्रां ह्रीं ह्रूं ह्रैं ह्रौं रः मित्र रविसूर्य भानु गगपूष्ण हिरण्य गर्भमरीच आदित्य सवित्र अर्क भास्कराय नमः. And slowly stretch your arms forward and come to the Hasta Uttanasana. So from here, once pull your body up and slight or medium or deep back bending Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Then very slowly come straight. Again pull yourself up. So take care while doing forward bends. If you have any related lower back issues or above back issues or neck issues or facial disorders, blood pressure, please remember to not doing these exercises as the regular practice. So you can choose any prop help to do these exercises. Then reminding people, but first push your body back. Then very slowly keep your arms down and till the floor or till your ankle level, keep your palms completely down and keep your head inside. Then after that, right leg is your back leg, called Asva Sanchalanasana, horse riding posture. So push your body down as well as forward, lift your chin up, lift your throat, stretch your throat properly, and back leg straight on the toes, and slowly lift your knee against the gravity. Then join your forward leg to back leg, called Dandasana or Santulanasana, and very slowly keep your body down towards the floor, called Ashtanga Namaskarasana or Sastanga Namaskarasana. Then push your body forward, lift your body like a sea wave, called Bhujangasana. So here don't hang your body in between. Push your body up against the shoulders, lift your chin up and stay, and slowly back leg straight. So another way of semi-inverted posture as well as a slight forward bending also mixed up in the next exercise, called Parvatasana. Take care while doing. And push your body up and keep your hips up and push your head inside. Keep your heels on the floor. And right leg is your forward leg, again called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And back leg straight on the toes, back leg knee up against the gravity. Then join your back leg to forward leg, called Pada Hasta Asana. Once completely push and keep your head inside. Then again arms and head at a time up, raise Hasta Uttanasana. So once a slight or medium or deep back bend, and after that again keep your body straight. Then Pranamasana above to the head, Kailasha Mudra. From there very slowly keep your Pranamasana down at your chest level, Anahata Pranamasana. And one regular deep inhalation, exhalation. Then after that, with inhalation, lift your arms and coordinate your arm taking away with exhalation. Then slowly keep your arms down at your chest level. Then soon after that, wide your both the legs, keep your toes straight or inside, lock your arms back, and few seconds rest. And relaxation's enough. So yesterday we saw some of the exercises which can be performed with the chair help. So today also we are doing the same kind of exercises as a regular posture making. Like when you have any balancing issues, still you can choose chair support or wall support. Alright, so keep your right leg forward, left leg back. Our first exercise called Uttita Hasta Pada Angustasana or raised head hand to toe posture. So very simple exercise. So you can create as per your flexible way. So lift your right leg up, fold your knee and keep them at your navel region, like in the line of the navel region. Then after that, from inside of the leg, catch your leg's toe or catch your ankle blade or catch your ankle neck, or still you can catch your pant cloth. So here, lift your leg forward and try to put it in the line of the abdomen or chest and stay here. Throughout the practice, keep your legs straight, knees straight, turn the toes inside at 1, 2, 3, 4. For the same exercise, if you want to lift your other arm up as a balancing, you can lift and stay now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slowly come back to normal. Then slowly fold your leg, then keep your leg down, then once relax your both the legs. So for every posture we have pre-position and we have post stretches also. Please try to utilize these two exercises to give more relaxation as well as more strength to the body. And opposite side, same exercise, keep your right leg slightly back and push your left leg forward and check your convenience before beginning the next same posture opposite side. And lift your alternate leg up and hold your knee with your left hand. So now we are doing Uttita Hasta Padangustasana left side. Now from inside of the leg, catch your ankle, any part or toe or your pant cloth. So be very convenient. So keep your body straight. From the beginning, you can lift your right arm up as a vertical stay, or you can keep your hand at your thigh also. But here heart of the practices are like open the leg and stay now. So throughout the practice here also, turn the toes inside, keep your legs straight. At the knee level, keep your legs straight and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back to normal and relaxation enough. Then slowly keep your leg down and rest your legs, rest your thighs, rest your ankles. Once lock your hands back and few seconds break for your breath. So during the postures, while making your posture, so do not shake your body or don't jerk the body. So first of all, please try to assess what you can do on the posture. So based on that segment only, just try to choose proper way of doing. So here same posture we are doing Uttita Hasta Pada Angustasana, but Parshva means side variation, side lifted posture. So here turn your right leg to the right side and lift your right knee to the right side, and here also catch your ankle from inside or from outside as per your convenient way of grip and hold. Parshva Uttita Hasta Padangustasana. So here lift your right leg to the right stretch. So here few seconds stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also you can match your remaining arm in the line of your below leg vertically up and stay. 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Relaxations enough. Very slowly come back to normal. Then after that, keep your leg down. Once relax your both the legs. So according to your flexibility and according to your previous experience, you can lift your leg till 180-degree angle also. And opposite side, same exercise, keep your position straight and come to Samasthiti. After that, slowly wide your legs and turn your left leg to the left side and still check your convenience, check your breath, and like make your own pace of doing. Open your left knee up, lift your left leg up, then catch from inside, hold it properly at the ankle level or at the toe level. Catch your like the consent part properly. Then here open your left leg to the left side and stay now, and try to put it at the 90-degree angle. Stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then very slowly come back to normal and relaxations enough. So basically these kind of exercises will brings you lots of awareness on the body posture, and also it will brings the concentration also, because these are concentration practices. Also it is good for the people who wants to stretch their legs, and good for the people who are having the obesity issues, especially thigh level and the hip level. And just few seconds break, lock the hands back, and few seconds wait for your breath. And coming to the next practices called Virabhadrasana. So very simple and very effective practices. Sides, basically it says side squats, and this is thighs and calf muscle toning exercises also, but based on the people's strength, so they can get good benefits. But here we have many variations. Today we are doing only 3: variation 1, variation 2, and variation 4. So first, wide your both the legs. Wide your both the legs to the medium or maximum distance. Turn your left leg to the left side, and turn your body to the left side. Push your body towards your left side. So as a first priority, keep your right leg like ankle flat, right leg foot flat. Or when you have any issues while making this foot flat, you can lift your back leg heel also. But here, heart of the practices is pushing the body towards the folded leg side and keeping a squat, side squat. Then after that, turn the body towards exact line and length, and lift your both the arms up. So without interlock the hands, or with interlock the hands, or widening the palms, or without widening the palms, keep your both the palms joined above to the head, and few seconds stay now. So here you can keep your body still push towards your folded leg for more squat if it required, or if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly push your body back. Then very slowly keep your arms wide and down, and rest your hands. Then slowly turn your like both the legs straight. Then after that, few seconds post stretches. You can fold your legs, or you can move your concerned right leg and left leg just for relaxation. So you can move them forward and backward also. And take a long, slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. And same thing here, Virabhadrasana 1 or warrior posture 1, and keep your right leg to the right side turn. So here, wide your legs according to your convenience and according to your need. Then here put your squat, light or medium or deep squat. Then turn your body towards your folded leg side. Lift your two arms up and keep your both the palms pressed above to the head, and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then very slowly come back. Wide your hands from side or from right. Then keep your hands on the thigh. Then push your body back and rest your body. And again slowly drag your legs inside and relax your legs. Just take a long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. So here also, when it required to move the legs for more relaxation as in post stretches, so just do that. And next exercise, Virabhadrasana 2, the same warrior posture 2. So here also, wide your leg to the medium or maximum according to your convenience and according to your need. And turn your left leg to the left side. So here also you can keep your alternate leg foot flat, or lift your heel according to the convenience of the leg and the dress and the mat. So push your body towards your left side, bend properly, wide your two arms on the side stretch, and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then slowly keep your hands down and place them on the thigh, and slowly keep your body lift straight and turn the toes straight. Again relaxation. So initially 10 seconds to 15 seconds enough. When you have more time in your self yoga exercises, yoga classes, you can increase the time. So here also once relaxation. After that same Virabhadrasana opposite side. So throughout the practice, especially the ankle region and toe region may get kind of cramps or some kind of extra pressure it is taking. So take care while doing relaxations after practices. And wide your both the legs, maximum or medium. Turn your right leg to the right side. Then this time bend your right leg, turn your body to the extreme right side and open your two arms and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then slowly keep your hands down and then slowly rest and relaxations enough. Alright, this time also, then slowly keep your both the legs together once. Relax your thighs, relax your breath and lock your hands for few seconds, lock your hands for relaxed breath. And coming to Viparita Virabhadrasana or Urdhva Virabhadrasana or reverse warrior, another way of leg stretching and body turning and body bending. So at a time 3 segments we are following. So take care while doing this exercise also. In between the leg the same phenomenon, medium distance or maximum distance. Then turn your left leg to the left side. Alright, push your body towards your left side more. Open your right arm to the right side. Lift your left hand towards your right side as max as possible. Bend and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back to normal. Then after that slowly get back to straight and relax your both the legs. So while doing also we can get a kind of relaxation because of leg stretchings are concerned, body parts involvement. So try to follow that kind of relaxation. So basically the art of relaxation is called yoga. So it can be experienced like after posture, before posture, as well as during posture also. And the same reverse warrior posture opposite side. Wide your two legs. In between the legs create more space. Turn your right ankle, right foot to the right side and bend your body towards your right side and open your left hand till the left knee or ankle region. Alternate arm up. Just go for a reverse cross bend and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back to normal and relaxation enough. And here also once legs together and relax your legs. Long and slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. Then coming to another very simple but effective posture. This is a forward bend called Murdhasana. Murdha means crown part or crown base. So keeping that crown base on the floor in a separated way called Murdhasana. So right, it is a kind of pre-position for the headstands posture also. But when you have any issues related to forward bends, avoid this practice or you can choose proper way of doing, or still you can choose like a cloth or a towel or a brick to keep them under the head. Okay, and now this is I'm requesting my video technician to just to come on my right side or left side to the cross angle side. And here in between your both the legs, choose proper way of distance, medium or maximum. According to your height, according to your previous experience and knowledge, you can choose proper way of distance making. But please remember, it is a forward bend. Please avoid this practice when you have any vertigo or dizzying, giddiness issues or any other throwing sensations or facial organ distractions or any other complications. So first, wide your legs, medium or maximum. Then slowly keep your both the hands on the thighs. Then slowly drag your hands down till your knees and check the convenience. until your calf region, still check the convenience. Till your ankles, still check your convenience and keep your toes exact straight. Then after that, put your both the hands on the floor, and on the arms support you can still wide your both the legs. But please remember, we have many variations in this exercise also. Turn your toes inside for good balance. Alright, and now this time be very convenient, slightly walk forward with the arms. Then after that, bend your elbows, and here also observe your breath and observe your back condition. Then slowly keep your head on the floor, especially the crown part on the floor. So here stay for a while. When you are totally okay in this inverted posture, keep your right hand on the palm, left hand on the palm. So it will give you very less pressure on the head. And when you want more exercise in this same posture, in that case only open your left hand to the left side, right arm to the right side, and stay in this posture, or still you can catch your both the hands on the head and few seconds stretch your both the arms and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then slowly keep your hands down, and once open your left hand to the left side and keep your palm on the floor, right arm to the right side and palm on the floor. Then slowly give less weight on the head with the palm support. Lift your chin up and keep your body straight. After that, slowly with your both the hand support, both the legs straight, just drag your legs inside, and with your both the arm support, hands on the ankles. Then slowly lift your chin up and keep lift your body up. Then soon after that, both the legs together. Once lock your hands back and take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. So because of this forward bending posture, we need to do back bending also. So in this today's class, I would like to perform Ardha Chandrasana as a counter pose, as a back bending. So here take a long inhalation, exhalation. So before doing that action, back bending into our practices, first hold your waist with your two hands, lift your chin, few seconds rest your head and relax your neck muscles by moving half cycles, chin up half cycles, or by movement right side and left side of the head turning to give extra relaxation to the concerned neck muscles. And also with your two hands, just once press your head and come back. With your interlocked fingers from the above crown base, just press them inside and relaxations enough. Come back and take a long slow inhalation and exhalation. So Ardha Chandrasana, so this is also very simple effective posture for the leg stretching, and also it will comes under prenatal yoga and postnatal yoga, but the user will be very careful about this kind of exercises. And also this is a very simple and effective posture to make the legs very flexible, leg stretching is very flexible. So put your right leg as a forward leg and drag your left leg back. Then according to your convenience, you can keep your back leg on the floor, or you can be on the toes also. And here, keep point your back leg toes properly. Push your body completely forward. So here, push your body forward as well as down also. At a time, two forces. Then here, take care while doing. So here, lift your right arm up and check the convenience. Left arm up and still check the convenience. Then here, slight or medium or deep back bend and stay now. Observe the leg stretching as well as above back bending and neck bending, head bending. So in the same exercise, just interlock your head for more bending of the above back and stay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then slowly come back to normal. Lift the arms up and very slowly keep your hand down. Then after that, rest your hands on the floor. Then put your right arm on the right knee. Then slowly push your body back on the single leg position. Then soon after that, fold your two legs and try to sit in any convenient posture to give relax to the concerned leg parts, thighs and calf. and one more long deep inhalation and exhalation. And once you will be ready to do the next level of action, then here also lift the body up on the knees and open your left leg forward. Then slowly drag your left leg forward, still forward, and push your body down as well as forward at a time. So here also once check your convenience and check your back leg condition and forward leg condition. So here also push your body down towards the heel as well as forward towards the calf at a time. Alright, here once check your back leg and forward leg position and lift your one hand up with your opposite side arm support or without support. Give a maximum bend and stay now. And after that lift your alternate arm up. You can interlock your fingers or you can just wide your arms for bending, but take care while going for a bend. So here in this exercise stay in this open hand variation or just catch your head to give relax your head as well as a back bend. Also this is very simple and effective posture. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then slowly keep your head straight and arms straight. Then very slowly keep your both the hands on the knees. Then slowly push your body back. Then after that slowly join your two legs back and try to sit in any convenient posture or Vajrasan to give relaxation to the quad muscle and the calf and the ankle. So once keep your body straight with the hand support or without hand support. And long and slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. Then slowly coming to next exercise called Marjari Asan or cat posture. This is also a kind of back bending and it is also good posture in management of many kind of back pains and above back pains and medium back pains. So this is a posture you can observe from forward or for the next posture I will again request my video technician to come on my right side or left side, but this posture you can watch from straight. So this time keep your both the hands forward and both the legs slightly back. Observe carefully. Here we have many variations. You can check this distance with your forearms or you can just give that a random distance also. Be very convenient while doing this exercise. So this time in between your both the palms create a distance, in between your both the knees create a simple distance, and in between your hands and the knees also create a good distance. So all together in the posture also you must feel relaxed while doing this kind of exercises. Alright, cat posture is a posture, it's a movement of the above back and abdomen along with the head movements. So once completely lift the chin up, bend your trunk and completely try to hang the abdomen towards the gravity without bending the elbows. Then after that slowly keep your head inside while lifting your back muscle up. Again slowly inhalation, lift your chin, lift your head and bend your trunk. Then very slowly breathe out, keep your head completely down and keep your position spine up and stay. And last exercise, lift your head up and push your abs down towards the gravity without bending your elbows and stay for a while here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and then slowly come back. Keep your head down, then slowly push your trunk up and stay here. On the hands base, try to lift your above back. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and relaxations enough. Very slowly come back to normal. Then soon after that I am making a kind of relaxation posture, a kind of variation in the Seshankasan called Ashwini Mudra Asan. Keep your both the fist closed and put them one on another and put your forehead or chin on the above fist. Slightly hang your abdomen towards the gravity and lift your hips up. Then soon after that, stretch your both the arms forward and completely keep your position back stretch. Come to Seshankasana or rabbit posture. Once hang your abdomen towards the gravity and keep your chin or forehead on the floor. Then after that, very slowly drag your right arm back, left arm back, and lift your chin and head. Then very slowly relax your body. And before doing our next practice, Vyagrasana tiger posture, once relaxation may required for the head and neck, so that just go for your head half cycle movement or full cycle movement or any relaxation movement for the head and neck. Alright, take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. Then here also once again come to the same kind of tabletop posture or pre-position of the Marjari Asana with distance or without distance. Just keep your position safe in this angle. Then try to lift your head up, open your right leg back, further lift your right leg and slightly cross your leg, lift your chin up and stay directly in this posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then once keep your leg back and put them on the floor, keep your head straight and take care of your breath. Soon after that, bring your knee inside while keep your chin also inside. Touch your chin towards the knee inside and few seconds stay without touching the ground with your legs. Do this posture and stay for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then slowly come back to normal. Then soon after that, again the same way of relax your body, relax your spine and above back and head. Ashwini Mudrasana or a kind of relaxed horse posture. So one fist on the second fist, keep your head or chin on the above fist and few seconds rest your neck muscles and above back and chest. And soon after that, in that same wide knee variation, Seshankasana or rabbit posture or head posture, few seconds relax your below back. Then here also once drag your hands back till your knees, lift your chin and head, then very slowly come back to normal. Then here knees, legs together. Once relax your neck muscle by movement half cycles or full cycles. And the same Vyagrasana or tiger posture, opposite side again with the distance of the forearm or with any random distance, keep your both the hands in a proper way. The same first pre-position tabletop posture. Then after that, open your left leg back on the floor and keep your head up on the arms base. Don't fold your elbows. Lift your head and lift your left leg up and stay for a while. 1. So here try to lift your thigh more when your lower back permits you to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then slowly come back to normal first. Relax your lower back muscle. Then after that, keep your chin inside and push your knee also inside and try to touch your chin and the knee inside to in the line of the chest or toe. Without touching the leg to the ground, stay in this posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then slowly come back to normal. Then soon after that, again relax your above back, relax your trunk and waist by keeping this Ashwini Mudra Asana. Both the fists together and one fist on the second fist and rest your forehead or chin on the above fist and try to hang your chest towards the gravity and relax your breath. Then after that, very slowly stretch your body back and balance your body in the practice of Seshankasana also. Then very slowly drag your hands back and lift your chin up and very slowly rest your spine. Take again long and deep slow inhalation and exhalation. Then keep your both the knees together and both the legs together. So once relax your neck by moving to the right side, left side, half cycle or full cycles also you can perform. And during this cat posture and tiger posture, Marjari and Vyagrasana, depending on these two postures, we can create nearly 1 hour schedules because we have many variations in the Vyagrasana and cat postures. Very soon we will see that applications also. Okay, take a long, slow and a deep inhalation and exhalation. Then after that, coming to pranayam sadhan. So it can be shooted in front of me now. I'm requesting my video technician to come in front. Okay, now relax your body in any convenient posture. So once you will finish your physical yoga part, it is also advised to drink a sip of water to just create a wetness at the throat level. And that small amount of water also required for the mantra chanting. When you have your traditional belief to chant this pranayama mantras, you can chant or you can follow only physical exercises. So let's start our pranayam. So choose any convenient posture on any convenient surface, lotus or half lotus or vajrasana or any convenient posture. So long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. Then to create like spinal cord erectness, you can hold your knees initially to keep your back straight. Then very slowly keep your chin mudra, add your chin mudra to the practices. As we discussed it before, this is a gesture of consciousness and facing the palms upwards by keeping your index finger and the thumb properly pressing at the palm level. And this is a very simple and effective mudra abhyas in the mantra chanting or meditations or in the puja or especially in the pranayams also. And it brings awareness in the psycho-neural passages which makes our practices, whatever practices we are doing, spiritual practices or rituals or anything, that practices will be powerful during this kind of mudra abhyas. And also it helps to lift the dull energy and rectifies the overall mood, especially when you have stress related issues, like choose proper place to isolate yourself for only 5 to 10 minutes time, and with your total devotion do this simple mudra abhyas, then you will be overcome the kind of situation. Okay, take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. And coming to pranayama sloka and mantra, when you have traditional belief, you can follow this total chantings or you can follow only physical exercises. Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyadham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Sandhi Sandhi Sandhi. Slowly keep your hands down. In other words, it is saying that the total pranayam practices and yoga applications are many styles in yoga practices. Purpose is same, called to make us to put in the path of discipline and to put us in the path of spiritual upliftment. So yoga is a very surest and swiftest and the safest path to look forward all these segments, physical level and the mental level and the social level. And coming to the practices, today also we have the same Surya Bhadana Pranayam and Bhastrika Pranayam. Surya Bhadana Pranayam is a right inhalation, left exhalation, saying that Kapala Sodhanam Vata Doshagnam Krimi Doshahrut Punaha Punaharadam Karyam Surya Bhadana Uttamam. And it is saying that it can destroy the all wind level doshas or vata doshas inside the body and inside the skull. And also it is saying that abdominal worms will be eradicated because of the simple exercise, and it will rectify some of the wind level errors in the facial level and the skull level. But only thing is, when the people wants to enjoy the kind of benefits, they have to practice this kind of exercises in a continuity way. So continuity will bring more good changes in the life. The second thing is Bastrika Pranayam called bellow breathing. So it is saying that Vata Pitta slash Maharam Sariragni Vivardhanam Kundali Bodhakam Kshipram Pavanam Sukadam Hitam Brahma Nadi Mukhe Samasta Kapadhyar Kala Nasanam. So it is clearly mentioned that Sariragni Vivardhanam means it will uplift the immunity, it will uplift the digestive fire, it will uplift the metabolic activities also. Basically it will alert us and it will make us active also. And it is saying that external, like whatever the wind related issues or phlegm related issues or bile related issues will be eradicated through proper practice of this pranayamas. But every pranayam should be performed with Buddha and the Mudra by the kind of holding techniques. When you have good interaction time, physical interaction time with your yoga teacher, you can take this kind of knowledge. So keep your position straight and take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation with chin mudra, keeping your index finger towards the thumb. Then after that, lift your right hand, open your last two fingers of the right hand and the right thumb and turn them towards the face. This time close your left nostril and inhalation with the right nostril. And slowly, carefully breathe out with the left. Again, inhalation with the right nostril. And slowly, carefully, left nostril, breathe out. And third inhalation, right nostril inhalation. And slowly left nostril breathe out. And last inhalation with the right. And slowly left nostril breathe out. Then after that, keep your hand down and check your regular inhalation, regular exhalation. So when you have like more time to practice this kind of exercises, you can repeat this exercise or you can extend the timing also in the pranayama. So coming to Bastrika Pranayam, completely opposite side process of Kapalabhati Bastrika. Keep your position straight with the same chin mudra for more awareness. Then starting our Bastrika, sharp inhalation, slow exhalations. Then starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again take a long, slow and a deep inhalation and exhalation. And second spell, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, one short break. And third, last spell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, one quick inhalation and exhalation. Then soon after that, continue your practices to the meditations with the same Chin Mudra Abhyas. And Once you will be totally finished your yoga practices, including your meditations, and choose some more time to do yoga nidra or power nap practices to do more relaxation to the body and the mind. So once you will totally finish your yoga practices, based on the strength level and based on the intensity in the practices, it may advise it to give 15 minutes to half an hour time to take bath and further 10 minutes time to take breakfast. This timings totally depend on the peoples and their practices. And in the afternoon, once you will be totally free from your activities before your lunch time, and try to see all the possibilities how to take a power nap or how to do a yoga nidra abhyas to relax the body and mind, to give extra strength to the mind to concentrate on the further works. It will improve the quality of the thoughts and as well as decision making also. And in the evening, once you will be totally free from your affairs and activities before your dinner time, and try to choose half an hour schedule to do self yoga exercises, including back bending exercises, inverted postures and leg stretchings, including breathing and breathe outs. Comparatively, evening physical body is very flexible, so that try to utilize the strength of the body. And once you will be finished your yoga evening yoga exercises, just try to give more time to do breathing and breathe outs also. And tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same place, the same content, we will see still more good applications in yoga. Until then, take care of yourself, stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thank you all.